Welcome back to cycling after the winter break. It's March the 4th, and like everything else that seems to be going on in the world at the minute, the weather's been a bit weird in the Alps this last winter. I hope that everybody stayed safe through the winter months. Today, I thought we'd try something different. Today's ride was something we wouldn't normally do on March the 4th, so I thought I'd combine it with some video and an update about what's been going on here, what's going to go on in the summer this year, we hope. And I thought it'd be a good idea just to do like a short vlog update of this ride and other news that I can think of. So today everything's filmed on my iPhone, so apologies for the quality. Just joined the bike path down to Clues. As you can see, the snow is completely gone from down in the valley floor. Disappeared about 2 weeks ago now. We just had this heat wave. Even up in Chamonix it was 21 degrees. I'm heading through Clues for starters. Clues has got lucky this year. It's got a stage of the Tour de France which goes from Clues past our home in Demansy, which is about, I left Demansy about 30 minutes ago. I'm sure they'll get to Demansy a bit quicker. So they've got the Clues to Teen stage of the Tour de France. We've also got a stage of the Criterium Dauphiné passing through, which will be the final stage. Goes through Clues, then over the Jude plan, with a finish in Leger. That's like the first week in June. So normally when we do this ride in the summer months, we'll go over the Columbia, which is through that valley there. But the Columbia normally closed till the end of April, beginning of May. This year, probably be open, I'm going to guess, the second week of April. We're an hour and 20 minutes into the ride. We've come through Bonneville, Saint-Pierre-en-Faucigny, and now we just started climbing. So from leaving home we've probably lost about 200 meters in altitude, and now it's probably 1,000 meters of height gain to the top of the Aravis, but it's super steady. So we're over halfway up the gorge now, and this is the junction to the climb of Plateau de Glières, which we featured in one of our earlier videos, and the Tour de France has been over a couple of times now. I've put a link to that video just at the top of the screen. Two hours in now. We've just come into the top of the gorge, just meeting the snow line. It's quite a slog up the gorge. That's taken, what, 50 minutes? It's a long, gentle slog. We've come up 500 meters in height gain already. That's Le Grand Bonan down in the distance. Normally, we come over the Columbia, drop down into Grambeau, but you can see how much snow's disappeared. There's a ski run in the centre there, and grass at the side of it. Saint-Jean de Six, we're at 950 metres altitude. Normally stop for a coffee just on the left there, but today I'm going to push on because it's quite chilly when you stop. We're still halfway up the Aravis. This is the pretty little French ski town of La Clusaz. Snow line started proper now. We're about 1150, 1200 metres high. I've been climbing for over an hour now. It's about 5k's to the summit of the Aravis. My legs are really starting to feel it this early in the season. Over on the right there is the col de Coiffre, which the road comes down through those ski pistes. We're inside 2k's to go now on the Aravis, and I have to admit I've seen more snow up here in April. It's been destroyed in the last 2 weeks with the heat. There's lots of avalanche debris over here on the right, and there's a group of ski tourers just in front of me there, straight ahead. As we roll towards the summit of the Aravis, I'll just take a minute to tell you what's happening this summer, as I've had quite a few emails and messages, and I think it's fair to say that if your group can get here, we can put something together, whether it's Tour de Mont-Blanc, Marmot, Geneva-Nice. I think from a safety aspect, it's imperative that we focus on private groups, and we know that you've all had a COVID vaccination. And from my perspective, although I'm way down the list in France to receive the vaccine, hopefully I'll have had it by July, but failing that, I will ensure that I've had a negative COVID test before I meet you at Geneva Airport. So this is the summit of the Aravis. Everybody making the most of the snow, with no ski lifts running this winter. Normally we can see Mont Blanc here, but it's just in the cloud over there. And this is the summit board here, 1,487 metres. So that's the summit of the Aravis. Heading on down now towards Flume, wrapped up like Michelin Man for the descent. This is part way down the descent towards Judith and Flume. And in the distance there you've got the Col des Aravis, where the ski slopes are, and just over the left you can see the mountain at the top of the Comé de Roseland. Thanks for joining me on this early spring ride around the Aravis. It's great to get a ride like that in the legs so early in the season. It's just over 100 k's, 1,500 metres of climbing. I'll put a link to the ride in my Strava in the description below. If it's your first visit to our channel, please have a look at our other content, and please consider ticking the subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Cycling in the French Alps.